What's going on? What's going on? We back in the building. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. We grinding. Definitely appreciate everybody for checking in. Y'all know what the business is. We grinding and gonna keep doing what we do, man. That's just grind and grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. That's pretty much you know pretty much our thing here, man. So I definitely appreciate everybody for checking in, hitting the bell icon button, hitting the subscribe button. Um, you know, just keep checking out for us. I'm trying to update the description real quick. Give me a second. But yeah, we gonna get in here and talk about some boxing. And following this, I'm gonna cut another video, box related. I got some news that made me sick to my stomach. Um, but I'm gonna let the stream be the stream. I'm gonna let us stream on without this BS news, and that's just. It's gonna be a very in-depth. It should be a video that should go on my Patreon, but it's just gonna go up now. It gotta go public. It gotta go viral. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that video gonna have to be. What's going on, Lex? What's going on? I'm gonna talk about basically just call this a reaction to whatever part of the press conference I seen from Khan and Crawford today. I didn't hear what the fighters had to say. I was just busy today, man. I was busy today, so I caught a little bit of it. Bob Arum pretty much stole the headlines about that press conference, blasting Al Heyman. Y'all seen the videos I done earlier. I chopped them up real quick. Make sure y'all hit the like or the dislike button when you come in the building. Let me know how you rock with me. You know, I'm probably the most disliked channel because I keep it real. I don't care. I don't have an allegiance to Premier Boxing Champion. I don't have an allegiance to the Zone. I don't have an allegiance to Top Rank, Main Events, Matchroom USA, Sky. I don't have an allegiance to those guys. Those guys don't pay me. They don't give me press credentials. They don't accommodate my flight or accommodate food when I go out to these fights. So guess what? I can really talk freely. Okay, I don't have to run into these guys. And if I do, I'm going to still keep that same energy. I'm going to keep that same energy because I don't give a fuck. You're a man like I'm a man. You know, a lot of these dudes, you go too hard on these fighters. Will these fighters stop destroying the sport that we know and love? That's as simple as it. Yeah, that's as simple as it is. I'm not going on my way to bash any of these fighters. I'm telling the truth the way the truth is. And if a lot of dudes can't handle the truth, so be it. But I don't want to see these niggas around here that's claiming that Errol Spence is this big bad motherfucker. He around here ducking Terence Crawford because that's real. I reported that a couple months ago. And everybody got mad because I was blasting that certain somebody who was pushing propaganda on you guys. And behind the scenes to somebody, just talk to me. No, ain't no talking, bro. Because you know what's going on. Any dude that's plugged into boxing, if I know what's going on behind the scenes, and I don't even use connect. I don't go out there and ask for connections, bro. Connections run to me and offer me information. Okay? That's just the way it is. And these niggas letting y'all think this dude is untouchable, man. Bob Arum sent that message to the wrong guy today. Okay? JC, Will Bull, Zulu. Bob Arum sent that message to the wrong guy. He should have said, Errol Spence, you a punk. You scared to fight Terence Crawford. It ain't got nothing to do with Al Heyman. If Errol Spence was a man and went to Al Heyman, and I know I'm starting. Yeah, I didn't see that. Hey, send that to me, Ronnie. Email it to me or put it in the chat or let me know where I can find that interview. He said Khan called out Eddie Hearn lying saying he offered him double for the Brook fight. I know that was a lie. He don't have no money. The Pilgrim don't have no money. Okay? But yeah, I was saying about I got a Karate Kid on AMC. Every time Karate Kid come on, I watch that shit, bro. If you ain't never seen the video that say about Daniel Caruso being the real bully, man, that shit is hilarious and it's true. It's on YouTube. I forget the guy's channel. I subscribe to him. He don't upload that much, but let me get comfortable, man. I got fur on my pants and shit because I'm a dog. We outside the park running around, boxing and shit. I gotta get his shedding under control. He shouldn't be shedding. Something's going on with him. Maybe because he don't live outside. He ain't getting that humidity, so I'm gonna have to get me a humidifier and put him in whatever room he chooses to sleep in, which ain't his room. If you get that link put up, hold on, man. Let me see. Oh, there we go, right there. Okay. Hold on. I'm a drift off real quick. I'm gonna come right back. Okay, we good. All right. Now let me fall back in the chat, and I can get back to where I was cooking up at, man. Yeah, I've been behind. People been hitting me up today, man. It was basically family day and shit, man, on the school day. So you know how that shit goes. Family day. What I feed Miles? Tasted a wild 1 month, and then I got a grain. I go grain. I do a protein feed. Tasted a wild, that grain free protein version, and then I do a feeding of probably 2.5 months of grains. A grain. I got this energy supply. He like it. You know what I'm saying? But I mostly tasted a wild, but I mix it up. Too much protein kind of it's not good for him. So I mix him up. So he eat a lot of table scraps too, though. So he don't go too crazy. He a food whore, and my daddy did that shit to him, not me. He tried to blame me. I said, you was feeding that nigga table food before you even met me. Before I even took him home. I knew him since he came out the womb. Get him from large breed or holistic from. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna order it off Chewy. My back fucked up, so a little bit. I don't be trying to lift that heavy shit, but I be having to lift this shit. I like holistic shit. I'm gonna get him that. And other homie, another guy, Darcel sent me a link for some supplements for him. So I gotta figure out why he's shedding so much. I think it's because he ain't outside getting that humid air. So I'll figure that out. I'll take him to the vet. They real nice. But back on point. But yeah, back on point, man. Yeah, Bob Arum called out the wrong guy today, man. Everybody want to talk about Bob, man. Al don't stop. Al stop shit. You know what I'm saying? But Al ain't stopping shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I can give you an example. Remember when Adrian Broner had did that poll and he fought Madonna, and then after he got beat up by Madonna, Mayweather did an interview saying that Broner shouldn't deviate from the plan. He should stay on Al Heyman plan, and he shouldn't deviate from the plan. Stay on the plan, and that wouldn't happen. And Broner showed you that when Broner went to go fight somebody, when he went to go negotiate with Pacquiao, before when he was at Top Rank, Al Heyman was in negotiations with them. Al Heyman has done fights with Kell Brook before he got cool with Eddie Hearn. Al Heyman has done fights with Top Rank and was willing to do fights with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Lomachenko came over to Showtime before PBC was PBC, and he got a decision over Gary Russell. So, I mean, the whole thing about Al Heyman don't make the best fights, it ain't him. He can make the best fights. You ain't never heard Al Heyman get no opponent that's on a championship level, on the TV level, a low ball offer. You didn't hear Lomachenko complaining about his purse split. You didn't hear Kell Brook complaining about his split. Okay? You didn't hear Jamie McDowell when he fought Kamada about the split. The money was good. So you're not going to come over to PBC and get robbed like that. You see some dudes on Showbox get robbed. You are not going to come over to PBC and not make your money. Even Andrade, when he fought Jamel Charlo, he was complaining that Jamel Charlo was getting more money, but he was making a career high of $500,000. You're getting paid to come over here. Errol Spence just simply don't want it with Terence Crawford, bro. That's all I can really tell y'all. I told you this from the start. And I was a pro Errol Spence fan. I got every reason not to like Terence Bud Crawford if it was personal. I ain't worried about them fighting enough. That's gonna happen with these new dates. That's gonna happen with these new dates. I'm not worried about pretty much of the dates. They want to fight, they can fight 3 or 4 times a year. That's the opportunity that's there for them now. But all I'm saying is stop blaming this man that don't come out and say nothing. And then the Sam Watson and the Watson twins, they ain't never disrespected nobody. Sam Watson and Nate Watson, they never came out here and disrespected nobody. Al Heyman ain't never disrespected nobody. Tim Smith, Tim Shaw, whatever the hell, they ain't never came out here and disrespected nobody. Shelly Finkel ain't never really came out here since he's been working with Al and disrespected nobody. They haven't. Stop putting this shit on Al Heyman. It ain't on Al Heyman. You can say you were N-word, like you talked about him at Golden Boy. F you faggot. You was with some tranny, whatever the story going around about Al. You know, just because he's sitting down with whatever they said he's seen him with some transgender woman or whatever the hell it was. Man, it could have been some business shit. So I don't hold that against him. He don't seem like that. He seemed like he get money. He ain't, I don't think he's homophobic, and if he is a homo, who cares? Who cares? Them dudes getting paid. Man, a lot of people don't know how deep that Al shit go, bro. And I know I'm making it more than what I said, what I'm supposed to start at. But it's deeper than that with Al Heyman, bro. You see Puff sitting with trans. I seen Puff, man. I don't want to put Puff out there, but Puff, same thing. You get money. When you getting green, you don't see titties, balls, ass. You don't care. You don't care if they wearing it. Man, niggas about that money. You gonna get that guap. Now, what they do outside their business relation, it is what it is. You can say Al don't protect shit. I'm telling y'all, Al do not protect his fighters, bro. What is the purpose of PBC? What was the purpose of Oscar De La Hoya starting Golden Boy? What was the purpose of Oscar De La Hoya starting Golden Boy? It was basically a fighter is finally being a promoter. And what was Al Heyman's purpose? Let the fighters control their own destiny. People lose track of that. They ain't got shit to do with Al Heyman. They ain't got nothing to do. Al ain't protecting shit. These dudes don't want to fight. They don't want to fight. Stop blaming Al. Oh, Al is bad for boxing. This nigga done brought y'all boxing back on free TV. Wasn't nobody doing that before Al. Combat sports back on free TV. Al just do what the fighter. He let the fighter control his own destiny. So if he just providing the finance, the venue, he drawing up the money plan, he getting you paid. Al Heyman come to you like this, bro. And if you listen to these interviews, like I listen to these interviews, and I listen to a bunch of them, and a lot of them stick in my memory bank. Go back to Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, final press conference. Go back to his final press conference. He say, we didn't have to fight Lucas Matisse. They gave us 4 names. He could have been gone. We chose to take this fight. He said it. He said, we chose to take this fight. He said, we didn't have to fight Lucas Matisse. He could have been gone. Blam. That's why Matisse never became a real world title holder. Okay, let me give y'all some school before I get into these topics. Man, I know we all off topic. We'll get back to this talk after I get done with this. In addressing the topic at hand, one of the topics, then get back to this. You know, Matisse could have fought Peterson for his IBF, but he didn't believe Danny Garcia wanted to fight him. So if he'd have fought, it was the dumbest business decision I've ever seen in my life. He chose to pass up on Peterson's 140-pound IBF belt to fight at 141 because he didn't want to. He wanted to become Danny Garcia's mandatory. He didn't think Garcia was going to get him a mandatory shot. He thought Garcia really feared hin him. That's why he went in there thinking he was going to knock Garcia out. So he didn't fight for Peterson's IBF. It was a non-title fight because he didn't want to lose his position in the WBC, which he must have didn't get the memo because Garcia ended up fighting him anyway. It wasn't a mandatory, I don't believe it was still. He still fought him. They had 3 or 4 names. So you go back to Broner picking Madonna. You go back to Deontay Wilder telling Al Heyman to go make the Joshua fight at any means. He got to $50 million. He didn't have to do that for him. How about him going to offer Golovkin $10 million for a tune-up, which I believe that was real. That came from a great source. Go back to, Angel Garcia, Danny Garcia picking Matisse when they didn't have to pick Matisse. You go back to Adrian Broner picking Madonna when he didn't have to pick Marcos Madonna. He only advises, like Michael James say. He only advises. Salute, Mike James 616. These the fighters who the punk motherfuckers is, bro. They know what they doing to Terence Crawford, bro. They aging him out. Keith Thurman, it's all a process. Sean Porter waiting on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman waiting really on Errol Spence to lose, get a blueprint laid on him, get exposed, unify with Terence Crawford. Really, Keith Thurman playing this for Crawford and Errol to fight, and then he beat Sean and fight the winner. He don't want to go through Murder's Row. No, you believe that? You believe that? No, he don't. If he said that Al wants him to fight Pacquiao, okay? The reason he wants him to fight Pacquiao so he can make Keith Thurman and Sean Porter fight, so they can get really paid. If Errol Spence went to Al Heyman, bro, cool man 7 salute, like Angel and Danny did, like Deontay Wilder did with Joshua, like Broner did with Madonna, Angel and Danny did with Matisse. If he go to Al Heyman and say, you know what, Al, you know, the negotiation with Sean Porter ain't going nowhere. I really don't want to fight Mikey, okay? You know, what that's going to do for me. You know what? Keith Thurman ain't trying to fight. Al, go out there, call Top Rank and see, you know, I really want to fight Terence Crawford. I really want to fight Terence Crawford. Now, if he obviously gave him a honest offer, they made an offer and it couldn't be made, and Errol come out here and said, well, we tried to make the fight. You know, it couldn't happen. So I'm fighting Mikey. I tried to fight Sean. I wanted to fight Keith. I wanted to fight, you know, Terence. But Bob Arum made it hard. You know, you know, now what we got to do is we got to get 2 or 3 belts and see if they fight us. If not, I move up and try to go fight at junior middleweight and try to unify, and become undisputed. He said he his own boss. All Al Heyman do is gonna draw the deal up for him. So you got to pay attention of history of Premier Boxing Champions and what it was built on. Going back to Golden Boy, it was built on fighters paving their own path and choosing their own direction. That's what Mayweather did it. Mayweather was the original beta for PBC. They said, okay, Mayweather did it. Let's run these contracts out at Golden Boy. But let's talk about Amir Khan, man. I'll get back to that talk. I think we kind of let it kind of consume the chat. But it was a good talk. We're going to get back to it after I talk about this briefly. Not like everybody answering. This is Amir Khan, Terence Crawford, best opponent. Yes or no in the chat. Let's talk about it. Yes or no in the chat. Is he his best opponent? Thinking about it, his most talented opponent was Yuriorkis Gamboa, in my opinion. Gamboa had never been stopped to that point. And I can say short boy, little boy. No, Mikey Garcia can talk about Gamboa. But guess what? You know, Mikey Garcia avoided Gamboa. He was down at 26 at 30. He avoided him. That's just what it is. I say Gamboa was his most talented opponent. In my opinion, who will win? Real talk. He could be 5'2" all you want to. Hey, Montel Griffin was 5'8" as a light heavyweight. He was 5'8" as a light heavyweight. Montel Griffin was 5'8" as a light heavyweight. Jack Colclough was 5'6", 5'7". He about to fight Lomachenko, but he was 5'6", 5'7", whatever he is, fighting Demetrius Andrade, who every bit is 6'2.5" and 6'3". Ronald Gomez, salute. So height don't win fights. We seen Shavakov give Robert Easter Jr. a dog ass. I'm not concerned about height. Gamboa, talent for talent. We talking about accolades. We talking about accolades, accomplishments. We talking about accolades and accomplishments. Then Gamboa, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Gamboa win multiple titles at multiple weight classes? Or didn't he win titles at multiple weight classes? If I'm not mistaken. No, accolades go into that. Accomplishments. Amir Khan never won another title at another weight class. He got knocked out at 35. He He won a belt or won a belt at 140. He might have won a couple. He didn't win one at 47. Got knocked out technically at middleweight at 155. We're talking about a guy that won a silver medal with Amir Khan. A guy that won a gold medal, I believe, in Yurkus Gamboa. You know, Gamboa a better fighter. Unified featherweight, I wasn't sure. Don't matter. I'm just saying, Gamboa got stopped by Terence Crawford. That proved to be the best fighter today. Amir Khan got knocked out by Danny Garcia, who's proved to be amongst a solid contender at welterweight today. Okay, he unified 147. He should have been undisputed. Yeah. Amir Khan got knocked out by British Prescott. Terence Crawford had the easier time even years later with British Prescott. You know, y'all trying to big up Amir Khan. He's a good fighter. But to me, accomplishment, skill for skill, pound for pound, Yurkus Gamboa was a better fighter. Mikey didn't want to fight Gamboa. Everybody that followed that back then knew that. Just saying. Victor Postile. Would Amir Khan have beat Victor Postile at 140? Because at some point, I mean, Postile was punching hard as fuck at some point with Freddie Roach. I believe he got a gift decision in some people's opinion versus Henry Lundy. Fuck him too. You know? Let's keep it real now. Oh, the more I give him a bath, the worse it will get. All right, good shit, do so 9. Okay, I gotta stop giving him a bath. I give him a bath once a month. Hey, give me a minute, y'all. 1 second, I'll be right back. Yeah, you know, so excuse me, I took a phone call. Baby's about to get picked up. So, fuck, we left off. So, you know, would Victor Postile beat Amir Khan at 140? You know, that's a good question. You know, and going back to that Postile fight, a lot of people, I wish I also screenshot a lot more shit going on. A lot of people pick Victor Postile to beat Terence Crawford. Y'all remember that? A lot of people pick Victor Postile to beat Terence Crawford. People was going around saying he probably do got an allergy to something I'm giving him. Yeah, I'm gonna take him to go get checked out. He gotta get one more shot anyway, 3-year shot. So, yeah, I think he do have an allergy. That's a good point. I think he really does have an allergy. So I'll go to get him checked out, man. You know, because he about to move to the fucking basement. Well, he already live in the basement for the most, but that nigga just walk around my house and about to give me a new fucking furniture. About to give me a new couch, new smart refrigerator and shit. I want the 75-inch TV, but I gotta slow down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that Spence is afraid. No fighter, I don't think, really is afraid to exchange leather. They're afraid to lose the stuff they got. Thanks, Zulu Immortal. Everybody like Miles. My cousin got a dog that looked like him. His name Ace. But I ain't seen Ace in so long. Them motherfucking, man, Miles family vicious, bro. Man, I could tell you dog stories about them niggas, man. But Mir Shula salute. But yeah, you know, is Victor Postile? Well, could Amir Khan be Victor Postile at 140? You know, because Postile, would he eventually catch Amir Khan, or Amir Khan just be too slippery for Victor Postile? Because we know Danny Garcia paid Victor Postile to step aside. So let's not just act like, you know, Crawford ain't just fought That just for completely bums and tomato cans. I'm not the biggest guy on his resume. I'm not big on anybody's resume. I'm not big on everybody's resume. Only the resumes I really like, is Canelo's, and that's murky. And we all know I'm not gonna take it there. And I like Danny Garcia resume. Obviously the legends speak for itself, Pacquiao, okay? Those are the resumes I really, really like. So I believe Gamboa is a better fighter than Terence Crawford. I mean Amir Khan, excuse me. Victor Postol, that's debatable. But is Amir Khan better than Ray Beltran? Yes. Is he better than Klimov? Yes. Is he better than Ricky Burns? Yes. Is he better than Delorme? Yes. Two chinless motherfuckers. That'll be a fight, Delorme versus Khan, even to this day. Is he better than Henry Lundy? Yes. Is he better than Derijan Amir Khan? Yes. Is he better than Felix Diaz? Yes. He's better than Felix Diaz. Felix Diaz was a solid fighter. Is he better than John Molina? Yes. We gotta look about Amir Khan. Oh, I'm in trouble. Hold on. Yeah, but is he better than those? But he better than a lot of them guys? Yeah, he is better than a lot of those guys. I like Felix Diaz as well. Could he beat Amir Khan? Eh, 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 that's a question to be had. Can Felix Diaz beat Amir Khan? I mean, I guess we can have that debate. John Molina would definitely have a puncher's chance versus Amir Khan. Hold on, y'all. Damn, nigga phone to blow as soon as he go live. Be right back. Yeah, so excuse me. So I mean it was debatable, you know what I'm saying? Amir Khan at this point, now we're not talking about the best Amir Khan you've seen. Remember that. Amir Khan is far from the best he's been, but that's just I don't think Amir Khan is Terence Crawford's best opponent. It's my personal opinion. C-Force, I don't think Amir Khan is Bud's best opponent. I think he is the most known opponent. Exactly. Great point. I think he's the most known. Why don't we ask Danny if Bud can beat Khan? Danny Garcia, man, fuck him, man. He should be fighting, but they did give him a low ball offer, according to from Amir Khan. But Amir Khan brings more international pay-per-view revenue, I would guess. I got Amir Khan beating Felix, but Felix is scrappy. Khan will get timed on ninth round, but that's just that conversation. I think he's his most known opponent, but that's it. It's as simple as that. I don't think he's his best opponent. I think the Gamboa did give him a better run than Amir Khan can. Now, if Amir Khan come out there and perform and he beat Terence Crawford or he outpoint Crawford better than Gamboa did, then okay, then we can have that conversation. We can go back in hindsight and we can correct ourselves. But that's just my personal opinion. But back talking about the Errol stuff, and then we talk about Haney and Lomachenko. It's not too much to talk about there. Haney feeling himself, man, and like I said before, him and Teofimo Lopez want to prove to me that they championship level fighters. They need those 4 opponents, 3 of the 4. They need Corella, Luke Campbell, Ray Beltran, Denis Shavakov. Plain and simple like that. If Henry Lundy can come down and make 35, that's another opponent they can fight. You know what I'm saying? For them, they got to be 3 of those 4 before I can even say they're ready for championship level. Gesta, pay-per-view $65, $75 with pay-per-view with HD. So Haney and Lopez, and I'm telling you, Haney is a better fighter than Lopez. That's not even it's not even funny. Okay, it's not comparable to me. I mean, Teofimo Lopez is a good fighter. I thought he was the prospect last year, prospect of the year. The more I look at him, he if he don't short some things up, he can get knocked out. He gonna get knocked out. You know, Postal can be kind. I don't know. I think he could. I mean, didn't Amir Khan get beat by Lamont Peterson? Didn't he get beat by Danny Garcia? We're not talking about Amir Khan back then. Right now, fighter for fighter, Victor Postol is a better fighter than Amir Khan right now. Amir Khan is just a shell of himself. Yeah, Postal was beating Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor, was in his 13th fight. Man, that was for your 13th fight. That's a hell of a fight. I commend both guys. Victor Postal still got it. Postal can't punch. He sure did stop the fuck out of Matisse. Even though Matisse did get softened up by providing the cough. I can't give you that. That providing the cough from Matisse was a war. Yeah, Postal did duck Regis Prograis for good reason. He might have gave Regis Prograis some good work. He might have gave Regis Prograis some good. No, Loma not fighting Rob Richard Jr. I don't even know what weight class Rob Richard Jr. fighting that no more. I'm hearing 140. So I have to ask him. I'm going to ask him another day. I have to ask him. But talk about what we talking about before about the whole Errol thing, man. And then I go back and talk about Haney and Lomachenko. But yeah, man, a lot of the Errol Spence cult, man, they can't understand it, bro. The hero is not what they think he is. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But my problem with Errol Spence is that how can you be the boogeyman, right? How can you be this boogeyman, but you don't want to fight Errol Spence? Terence Crawford, Kyle Callahan, what's going on? That's true. Khan do fight up and down to his competition. Raid Zone 718, salute. But like I told you dudes, man, Errol Spence was out. What pissed me off about Errol Spence was he was out here selling fear. Like these dudes didn't want to fight him. You can't be the boogeyman when somebody step up and they say, okay, excuse me. All right, let's fight. And then you just come out and say multiple times, and multiple people in your team come out and say, oh no, we don't want to no, we're not fighting Terence Crawford this year. We're not fighting him next. I want to clean my side of the street up first, and then come on. If dudes if you really the boogeyman, you really looking for smoke, and dudes don't want to fight you on your side of the street, then don't you go in the middle of the street and meet that guy in the middle of the street? But they know what they're doing to Terence Crawford. They know what they're doing to Terence Crawford. They're aging him out. That's the worst kept secret in boxing. They aging the boy out, and he 31, and at the end of the day, he dressing in funny suits. He enjoying his fight over there in London. He think Ricky Hatton versus Floyd Mayweather shit, but really, he ain't doing much. Really, he ain't doing much. And that's what boxing is. The dudes that have more vulnerabilities, the weak are succeeding boxing. The Mikey Garcias, the dudes that we don't really want to see in there with the upper echelon or the legends. We want to see, and everybody be happy with this. And I think everybody can attest to this. Everybody can attest to this, right? Everybody would concede if Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fought, and they fought to somebody got a clear decision. Well, nobody else care about the division no more. The division would conclude. The chapter would close for that division. He said, I want Spence to fight Crawford as Javier Logan, but I want Porter and Thurman to be stripped by the sanctioned body for them. I mean, I agree with that, but at the end of the day, I mean, everybody will be happy if Crawford and Errol Spence fought next. I might care about the belt. I wouldn't care about the other two belts. We know, when we look back on history, we know who will be the best welterweight, who will be our official People's Champion, lineal championship champion, and that'll be the winner out of Errol and Terence Crawford. We will go back in history. We will remember that Sean Porter didn't want to fight him. Keith Thurman didn't want to fight him. But you know, people are going to try to treat it, and I understand why Javier Logan is saying, because people are going to try to treat it. People are going to try to treat it like the whole Floyd and Shane Mosley situation, where Shane Mosley said he had a toothache and then jumped up and fought Oscar De La Hoya 2 years from now. When Boots called out Errol Spence when he was fighting like he did Mikey. So at the end of the day, who would care? Would you care? I mean, as long as they're too far, and Errol Spence wanted to move on and move up in weight if he won or lost, and if Terence Crawford wanted to be Errol Spence and they didn't want to do it 2 or 3 times, or if he wanted to stay and fight Keith Thurman, he wanted to retire. Who give a fuck about Keith Thurman, Sean Porter? Nobody. They fought. We got a storybook ending for the welterweight division, because, like Bob Arum said today, the welterweight division ain't that stacked. Okay, the welterweight division ain't that stacked. That's a fact. It ain't. You got 3 guys, man. You got Thurman, Crawford, Spence. Everybody else after that is secondary. It's second tier. It's second tier. That's it. Everybody there is second tier. That's just what it is. Sean Porter, like Bob Arum called him today, said he's a journeyman. That shit was the funniest shit of the day. It's not stacked. The other day we talked about the 140-pound division, right? We talked about that division. At one time, you had Amir Khan, Timothy Bradley, Lamont Peterson, Devin Alexander, Victor Ortiz. You had Juan Urango. You had Kotelnik. You had Madonna. You had Matisse still coming up. Danny Garcia still coming up. You had Kendall Hall still around. Nate Campbell was still hanging around. I mean, that division legitimately went 15 deep. And I'm probably forgetting some guys that was at that division. That was a deep division. Welterweight is superficial. It lacks depth. It's 3 people, and then everybody else is second, third, fourth, and fifth tier. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. It's nothing super duper special. But like I said before, Errol, they want to pump this. Oh, Errol Spence is the boogeyman. But at the same time, he pulling the same shit Anthony Joshua pulling. He don't want that fight. Don't forget, Fox and ESPN is owned by Walt Disney. You know, right now Walt Disney owns Fox and ESPN. So why can't that fight happen? Why can't it happen right now? If they really wanted to make that fight happen, it can easily happen because it's under the same umbrella. Errol Spence don't want it. If Errol Spence say, Al, go make that fight happen versus Terence Crawford, it happens. But it's just not them. It's boxing. You know? Instead of AJ admitting that he was the B-side and taking the $50 million, now he won't see nothing close to $50 million. You could say he never called him out. But what did his team come out and say? His team came out and said this. Floyd Mayweather came out and said, oh, we're not doing that fight right now. Errol Spence came out and said, no, I got to clean up my side of the street. I don't want that fight right now. Tim Smith, Tim Shaw, whatever one it was, came out and said, oh, no, we're not doing a Terence Crawford fight night right now. We got plenty of people on this side of the street to fight. Derrick James came out in the boxing voice and say, oh, no, we ain't fighting Terence Crawford right now. These are facts. These are actual interviews that's out there. Floyd on TMZ said it. Errol Spence came on that talk show and said it. And everybody act like they didn't hear him say that he didn't want to fight Terence Crawford. Everybody's ears was blocked up when he said that. Then the dude from Al Heyman Boxing came out. Was it Tim Smith, Tim Shaw? He came out and said, we're not doing it. at the Charlo and Willie Monroe opening press conference. Same press conference on the Boxing Voice. Derrick James said it. And behind the scenes, I told you guys already that Derrick James said that he didn't feel Errol Spence was ready for Terence Crawford. That came out of his mouth from several sources that I talked to. And some not alike. So y'all can be in denial all you want to. This man came out word for word and said, I do not want to fight Terence Crawford. Because he entered I don't know what I'm about to say. I was fucked up by the timing section. He said, sorry, I gotta correct you. Disney brought some Fox assets, especially the movie productions. They did not buy Fox Sports One. They're a different asset. I thought they bought Fox. Because Fox Sports One ain't got nothing to do with boxing. That's like Caleb Plant and Darrell and them motherfuckers on that one. I'm talking about Fox like nigga Channel 2 Fox or Channel 6 Fox or 5. I'm not talking about Fox Sports. That got their own deal with PBC. That's part of the budget, but that's Fox Sports. I'm talking about Fox. That's Fox. Y'all can hide behind this excuse all you want to. But all I do know is this. Bob Arum is Bud Boss, and he said, let's make the fight happen. Let's make the fight happen. Let's do it. How can I get in touch with who I got to talk to? Let's do it. And all I heard was this. No, we don't want that fight right now. That came from several sources. However y'all want to make y'all feel better and sleep at night. However they bought Fox, but they had to sell it off the sports channel asset. It would have been a monopoly. Okay. But Fox Sports One, they got to deal with Fox. Errol Spence dealing with Fox, so they ain't got shit to do with FS1. They still can make that fight happen. You can keep saying chess and checkers, however you make y'all niggas feel better at night sleeping about this shit. However you feel better sleeping about at night. But if you the same motherfuckers that's out here bashing Gay J, get the fuck up out of here. Get up out of here. If you the same dudes on here that's bashing Anthony Joshua, this the same shit. It's the same shit minus the $50, $50 million. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Remember, Errol Spence started that shit, man. Errol Spence started that shit. Errol Spence said, oh, Bob Arum is all smoke and mirrors and he not going to give me Terence Crawford right now, and it's all smoke and mirrors. They not going to give us Terence Crawford right now. If that nigga never came out and did that after the press conference, we wouldn't even be sitting here. This wouldn't even be a discussion. This wouldn't be a discussion. We wouldn't be talking about this. He came out and he said, oh, Bob Arum is all smoke and mirrors. We'll fight Terence Crawford right now, but, Bob Arum don't want to give it to us. He got up there and people said he was drunk or whatever you want to say, however you want to sleep better at night. We talking about this shit. He started it. He went up there after the Danny Garcia-Sean Porter fight. He thought he was going to get Sean Porter next, so the nigga was feeling himself. Whatever he was drinking, was it just, grape soda, or was it just Diet Dew like Skip Bayless? Or if he had some Douce or some Hen Dog in that cup, whatever is in that cup he had, y'all can defend. I don't defend grown niggas, man. Not to this extent. He went up there and indicted himself. It's a lot of parallels between him and Anthony Joshua. It's a lot of parallels. Anthony Joshua won the belt versus Charles Martin. He was feeling himself. Yeah, I'll fight Deontay Wilder. I'll fight Wilder. Come on, Wilder. Wilder called that motherfucking bluff. He said, I was going to let that motherfucker slide and let him, get his weight up a little bit. But you know what? Let's fight then. Then AJ got the bagging off. He got the bagging off. Same thing with Spence. He came out there woofing. Had that good shit in his cup. Like Kurt Cobain, I got that drink in my cup. He came out there talking that good shit. I thought, yeah, saw smoking mirrors, Bob Arum. You don't know who you fucking with, bruh. You fucking with the mass media genius. He pulled the strings like Pinocchio behind the media. You know, they got in here talking that good shit. Bob say, shit, let's make the fight happen. Why not? Let's make the fight happen right now. Let's make the fight. And all you heard was this. Bob Arum wasn't even serious. I guarantee you Bob Arum wasn't serious. He was blowing smoke. This motherfucker called Errol Spence bluff. And they came out, Floyd came out on TMZ and was like, yeah, no, we ain't doing that fight right now. We gonna let that fight marinate. And then niggas came out, we was mad at Floyd. Oh, Floyd, eat a dick, nigga. You always hating on Earl and shit. Then, funny what happened, Callie called me up, told me some shit, and I'm like, damn, for real? then somebody else called me up, told me some shit, the same shit Callie said, didn't even know that both of them knew. I'm like, okay. So, two people saying the same thing. I'm like, I'm going about my day. This is the same day that Andrade had fought Walter K. So I'm going about my day. So then they say breaking news. We're breaking live stream. They got Errol Spence on the live stream, right? And Errol Spence came over, said the same shit that I heard from Floyd Mayweather, the same shit that I heard on the horn. He said, I got to clean my side of the streets up, and then his chest not checking. She started screaming that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then your homeboy say, ain't no hoes down here in Dallas Tech. The real boogeyman. The real boogeyman just said he didn't want no smoke. What the fuck you mean? He brainwashing niggas. That's crazy that niggas let niggas brainwash them. Because, what's so funny is Callie texted me and said, man, what you think about the interview? Because we was on World Breaker Joint live calling that shitty ass the zone card, Walter K and Andrade. And I say, I text him. I probably still got the text on my phone. I text him. I say, that sounds like some hoe shit to me. Because I don't bite my tongue. I say, he sound like he don't want to fight that nigga. And then he was like, man, well, I told you earlier, woo, 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 woo. And I'm like, yeah. And then somebody else told me, woo, well, yeah, confirmed it. So I had Mayweather say it, had Errol say it. I had some other people that told me, some people in the camp said that he didn't want to fight Crawford because they didn't feel Crawford was ready, which was Derrick James. And you go back and look at it. Remember Kenny Porter. I mentioned this in my Acceptable Ducker video for Errol Spence. People forget this shit though, man. A lot of us was in our feelings about Errol Spence. We thought Errol Spence wanted all the smoke. Remember Kenny Porter came out and said. K. Diddy came out and said that this nigga ain't no boogeyman like y'all say he is. Errol Spence is protected. And we laugh like, man, K. Diddy a hater. F. K. Diddy. C-Dub, what's going on? K. Diddy a hater. Dollar X, what's going on? Mando H, what's going on? But Kenny Porter wasn't lying. Errol Spence had shackles on. He had limitations too. He wasn't just taking on all comers. We laughed at Kenny Porter. Oh, this nigga Kenny Porter hater. Oh, Kenny Porter said he spent $700,000 on sanctioning body fees for Sean Porter, whatever that high number was. And Nestor came off in the bottom and said Deontay Wilder said he don't pay that. He made more money than Sean. But Kenny Porter was telling the truth though. Kenny Porter was telling the truth about the whole situation. Kenny Porter was kicking back money to the WBC, to make that Sean and Danny fight happen. They basically paid the WBC to strip Keith Thurman. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if no money didn't come in from Danny Garcia style. They paid to have Keith Thurman stripped. Pretty much. So, but like I was telling you, like, dude, Errol Spence didn't play that the way he was supposed to play, and that's why I tell you these PBC guys need PR reps. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Kenny Porter was not lying. You got to give K. Diddy credit what credit is due. That nigga was not lying. Errol Spence is a protected entity like everybody else on PBC. Exactly. Yup. Exactly. Cool Man said, man. He went back in his pocket and did it again. Reed Cool Man said, man, part. But hold on. For you niggas to talk about PBC as protection, nigga, everybody do the same thing. What is y'all talking about? Bob Arum got kicked off of HBO for not working with other promoters, bro. That'd be killing me. Oh, when is Top Rank made a fight, bro? Other than the Jorge Linares and Lomachenko fight, when is Top Rank made a fight with somebody else? When you go get a shot at Top Rank, you gotta sign with Top Rank, or they gotta have options on you. Real talk, Dog Boy, he wasn't no Top Rank fighter, but he had to have options put on him, and eventually he signed a contract with Top Rank to get that fight with Jesse Magadon, whatever his name was. That is factual. That is a fact. Why do you think Mikey Garcia, when he was on Top Rank, never unified belts? Top Rank ain't in the business of fucking with other promoters unless they can have options on your fighters. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Hey, hold on, y'all, man. This shit get on my nerves. Give me a minute. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to go handle some shit downstairs. But I don't even know where the fuck I left off at. But we talking about K Diddy and Errol Spence, but wherever the fuck I left off at, man. Yeah, Top Rank. Top Rank don't make nothing but in-house fights. That's a fact. Top Rank don't go out there and they had to go out there and get Terence Crawford opponent because there wasn't nobody else to fight. Like I said before, they offered Homeboy a contract to come over there and fight Terence Crawford. Sean Porter, he wanted to dish Sean Porter, but as soon as Sean Porter wanted WBC, Top Rank offered him a contract. That's a fact. Bob Arum got kicked off of HBO for making in-house fights. Yeah, he fought John Molina. He fought John Molina, Felix Diaz, Terence Crawford, but that was more time. He knew 100% Crawford was going to beat them, and both John Molina, Felix Diaz, Al Haymon, advised fighters were cheap. So anytime Terence Crawford bring that shit up, oh, I fought Diaz and Molina, yeah, they was cheap. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Top Rank, I mean, that motherfucker the king of in-house specials. The king of them. He the king of them. And now he's in talks to sign back Lomachenko. I mean, to sign Linares. And Lomachenko contract is up soon. No, that was a purse bid. They won the purse bid versus Maurice Hooker. They thought Cesados was gonna beat Maurice Hooker, and he didn't. He didn't. That went to purse bid. He didn't beat Maurice Hooker. They was confident that Cesados was going to beat Maurice Hooker. They spent all that money. He got his ass whooped. But you go back and look at it. Kell Brook came over to PBC, got a belt. Lomachenko came over to PBC and got a belt. Anthony Joshua got his belt versus PBC fighter in Charles Martin. Who can we continue to go on with? I mean, we can keep going and going. The fighters that came over here or came and fought an Al Haymon fighter. I mean, Vanes Monterosian came and fought Lara in the first fight. They both was with Top Rank and Golden Boy, and Lara was advised by Al. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it before. The guys that came over to PBC and got paid and then with no strings attached and left with a belt. It's happened. You know? He let Dominic Wade go fight Golovkin on HBO. Danny Jacobs lost his regular belt to the Super WA champion and Gennady Golovkin on HBO. So Al has sent fighters to other networks and had fighters come on his network. Jamie McDowell, Derek Bailey, salute. Jamie McDowell came on and beat Kamada twice. He came to Corpus Christi, Texas and beat Kamada and got a belt. So, I mean, real talk. Real talk. Let's just talk about it. Because Kell Brook came and took the IBF. That's a fact. Have you tell me on what fighters in Top Rank had no strings attached? You can say Hooker, but that was a purse bid. Linares came over, but he was already knocked out several times. I don't think Linares was even considered by most a serious threat to Lomachenko. But some people who rated him that high, he did give him a good fight. But come on, who else? Isaac Dogboe got tied up in a contract. He got his ass whooped. Now they stuck with him. You know, they lowballed Danny Garcia $3 million offer. Guess what? They offered Amir Khan $5 million. So did they really want Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia don't want to fight Bud Crawford anyway. That we just keeping it real. Well, Mick Collin was signed out the amateur, so he don't count out the Olympics. You know, I mean, you just look at it. You just look at the history of Top Rank. This is what they do. Nicholas Walters, yeah, Walters was with Top Rank. What's the deal about him? He came up off of fighting O'Neal Donaire. Donaire was a Top Rank fighter. You know, Top Rank is known for in-house fights. That's why he got kicked off of HBO. Al Haymon got kicked off of HBO is because he was getting his guys the most money. And when Al Haymon left HBO, HBO was never the same. That's a fact. When Al Haymon left HBO, it was never the same. It wasn't when Golden Boy left. And Golden Boy left and came back. Well, they left with fighters and came back with no fighters. You know. Well, I heard Hunter was a PBC fighter. Yeah, so you see. Okay. So we just taking it facts. Well, Fury came over and fought Deontay Wilder. It's a good fight. You didn't hear Fury complaining about how I've never heard somebody. You never heard nobody come to PBC talking about, oh, we was lowballed or we didn't get any money. Well, Andy Ruiz Jr., he's a good fighter. He beat Joseph Parker, in my opinion. He should have been a world title holder. I just want to know, man, from these Top Rank guys, man. And I'm equal opportunist, right? I mean, Top Rank ain't even giving me no fights I don't care about. And maybe because I'm black. I'm black, but I don't give a fuck about Cesados and Ramirez and all these Hispanic fighters of booze, these Russian booze Putins and Ingus Kaka. I don't care about those fighters. I don't care about watching those fighters fight. I don't care. If they can't speak English or they're not entertaining or they're not fighting, I don't give a shit. I want to see marquee fights. But I'm going to go ahead and end with this Devin Haney joint, man. We're going to talk about Devin Haney. He called out Lomachenko. I seen it on Instagram a couple of days ago. I felt like, he called out Lomachenko, said it's time for the fight. And could he beat Lomachenko? Yeah, he could. I mean, it could happen. He's a good fighter, but it's way too premature. I admire him for trying to take the fight, but I'm hearing Lomachenko is supposed to fight the Richard Comey and whoever the fuck he winning for the IBF, and then possibly go after Anthony Corella in the UK. That Corella is his mandatory. It actually should be next, but I mean, shit, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, Devin definitely. Like I said before, Devin needs 3 to 4, 5 names on there. He needs to fight Gesta. He needs to fight Corella, Luke Campbell, Shavakov, or Ray Beltran. Him and Teofimo Lopez. If they can beat those three of those 5 this year convincingly, then I think they earned a title shot. Teofimo Lopez don't want to fight Devin Haney right now. His daddy said he not putting his son in there with Devin Haney unless it's for pay-per-view. That let me know that they know how Devin Haney is by far better than Teofimo Lopez, bro. Everybody just look at the knockouts and they look about how Devin is winning his fights, but Devin is winning his fights how he's gonna win his fights as when you get to the elite level. Teofimo Lopez think he gonna knock out everybody. He knocking out these subpar competition. It's not gonna go that way. And when you aggressive like that and you get in there with a fighter that can box and move, I'm gonna tell you this: Lomachenko will knock out Teofimo Lopez, or at least Dom. I think it will be a knockout. Why would for Haney call out Loma when the Mikey is well? Maybe he don't believe Mikey coming back down. Maybe he don't believe Mikey not coming back down. Lomachenko is available. He available. That's how you're looking at it. I would advise him to go fight 3 of the 5 I just named. But if you got any questions, I'll answer questions real quick, and I can chop this video up. I've been wanting to chop up so bad. That's just some of the most the heinous shit, and it could pertain to Jamal Charlo. Okay, it could have some bearing on what Jamal Charlo do next. It's a fight that we was calling for like last year. They had some run-ins, and I think I know who Jamal Charlo's title eliminator is going to be against. And I think we should have some clarification this week. But this guy's definitely a possibility. Lomachenko, well, he has a mandatory versus Corella, but that can be pushed aside. If they really wanted to make Haney versus Lomachenko, that can happen. That can happen. If you want to fight Richard Comey first, okay. But that can happen. If they really wanted to make Haney and Lomachenko, that fight can happen right now. That fight can happen dead in the summer or the spring. Mikey ain't gonna fight Crawford. He said he's going for Canelo next. Christopher Diaz, I just know he got beat by Ito. I didn't see the fight, so I know he went down to 130. I think if Jamel Herring beats Ito, or they go down to 126 or whatever the fuck he put, I think they're gonna try to make Ito and or Jamel Herring to beat him. They're gonna try to do Jamel Herring and Diaz. Watch what I tell you. Yeah, that guy, Mark. Haney don't want it. Yeah, he don't. He shouldn't want it right now. They'll make Teofimo Lopez versus Loma before Haney will. Spence will be the king of will be 35 king after Mikey fights once Lomachenko next. Lomachenko should step up and fight Crawford at 147. He should. Why not? He ain't doing shit else with your life. Ain't shit else to do at 140, 135. Get the belts. If Mikey start off at 126, why can't he move up? If Spence had Crawford resume, he would be undefeated too. I mean, shit, if Crawford had Spence resume, he'd be undefeated. I mean, let's go both ways. Go both ways. This motherfucker Spence ain't beat nobody but Kell Brook. That's it. Jojo Diaz versus Farmer. I like Diaz in that fight. I heard Farmer gonna fight Tank at the end of the year. I beat her to see that massacre. Jared Ennis needs to step up, fight like Jose Benavidez. No, not right now. He gonna fight some top 15 or former world champion next. There's no need to rush that guy. The guy only 22, 23 years old. Just enjoy the process. I don't want to see him fight none of them dudes until at least second half of the year. We talking August, September, December-ish. Yeah, I like to see him fight any of them dudes after that. But right now, just not move him up too fast. Charlo versus Tony, what's going on? Ain't nobody rushing. It'll happen. Loma versus Regis. I think Regis too big for him, bro. But Lomachenko, man, can fight. He possibly can outpoint Regis, but if Regis come out top of that tournament, he not fucking Regis. Regis gonna have too much confidence, especially if he can get Jose Ramirez and Reese Hooker under his belt. Charlo has an opponent for Eliminator again. Hold on. He got to get a title eliminator, and it's gonna be interesting who it is. What's your thoughts on Eric Dinian? I heard that name before. I haven't seen him fight, or I don't remember. Loma wants to fight Regis Josh at 40. Regis and Josh ain't gonna be there by the time Loma unify 35. Both of them gonna be gone. She said, "Why you clown Amir Khan chances to beat Crawford? His weakness is power. Crawford don't even have Garcia power." Man, do Vargas got some Garcia? Y'all thinking that Terence Crawford is the old Terence Crawford? I mean, the old Amir Khan. You know, Bud can punch. Y'all be killing me with that shit. Bud gonna knock him the fuck out, bro. Yeah, I like Hooker as being the best on 142 as well. Herb versus J Rock Terry. Yeah, that's not a fight I'm looking forward to. It'll be entertaining. It's a tune-up. No way, Hank Lundy. Yeah, why not Hank Lundy versus Haney or Teofimo Lopez? That's a good little fight. Why not? Yeah, I believe Tank gonna walk through Mars. I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up, man. But I'm gonna do some more videos tonight. Might come back in the morning and do a stream, early morning grind in the morning. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter. Also, you can reach out to us in the email, and then go check out the boxing, the other Health Blades. Excuse me, our sponsor. They got lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, pomade. Go check out all their stuff and use for promo code, get 18% off Goodfella One Boxing. All that information is in the description as well. Facts, Bud got power. Yeah, I mean, they people gonna. I'm gonna tell you this about not even talking about Khan's Army or Amir Cognacs and none of them dudes, man. People in boxing, you know, in this generation, dude, um, they try to defy the odds. Okay, not only do they try to defy the odds, they try to make something out of nothing. When it's really nothing there, they listen to the fighters talk. They let the fighters hypnotize them. They let the fighters believe, and the sparring partners. Oh, Amir Khan's had a great camp, and Amir Khan say that I proved my chin, I strengthened my legs, and my core. This is gonna be Crawford's toughest fight, and then Crawford going out there, Mr. White salute, and go out there and just oblige that motherfucker, man. Once again, thanks for Mr. White for the donations, bro, and Ronnie Boy Fresh, Gary Benson, everybody who sent those donations. I appreciate it as well. I want to give y'all a shout out. But these dudes out here, they make this shit seem, they make it, you know, they defy logic. And every time you can defy logic, it's a chance that, you know, the sun is gonna shine on this dog ass one day, okay? It's a chance that shit couldn't happen. I'm not gonna say it couldn't happen. But I'm thinking about going to New York for the fight. It's either gonna be that one or Jerry Hurd and J Rock. It's not really gonna go down who I want to spend my money with, Top Rank or PBCs to come down. That I just want to support some brothers. Want to go to 5 to 7 fights this year. Hopefully, you know, sometime in the next couple of weeks I can make my accommodations to go out to Texas to see Errol and them fight. That's what I may do, and then my next fight, I'll probably go out east to the Barclays Center to Madison Square Garden. Or if Bud and I'm tell you this right now, Bud and Amir Khan do fight in Vegas, I'm definitely going out there for that fight. I hope it's in Vegas. I can go out to New York another time later in the year. They'll do it later in the year, Barclay or summer Barclay. I go out to the Barclay Centers in the summer and check it out. But yeah. But you know, if Bud and Khan is in Las Vegas, I'm probably gonna meet up with Tom Business in Las Vegas. He want me to come out this week. I couldn't come out to California this week. A lot going on. But if that's the case, I'll be in Vegas, and God willing, I'll be in Texas in March to catch Errol Spence. Like I said, a lot of people mad at me about Errol. I just tell the truth. Don't mean I don't support the brother, but the truth has to be reported. I can't be a hypocrite. I can't blast Keith Thurman. I can't blast Amir Khan. Or I can't blast AJ is the name I was actually looking for. And then, you know, act like Errol Spence shit don't stink. You know, it's equal. I'm an equal opportunist. I don't discriminate. Race is not an issue when I pass out my judgment and when I make my synopsis. And if people, you know, get mad because I talk about their favorite fighter and block me and get mad and unsubscribe, so be it. I don't need you. You know, if you that invested and that emotionally attached into a fighter, you know, then you probably should be fucking them then. You know what I'm saying? You know, busting it open for your favorite fighter. If you that invested into a fighter, you know, maybe you should be licking his nutsacks. I don't know. I'm not on no man's jock like that, bro. I don't know what that feel like. I don't know what that I don't want to know what it feel like. I don't want to be in that class. I want to be able to look at it with clarity. I want to bring y'all a variety of topics. I don't want to be going live today. Errol, Spence, Mikey, AJ. It's these niggas go live every day on the same shit. And then they drop 2 or 3 fucking videos on the same shit every day. How many more times do we gotta see you shuffle the words around and see you don't have no variety in your topics, bro? I'm tired of these niggas, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'm unsubscribing to dudes and the shit still pop up in my news feed and Errol every day. How do these dudes do it every day? Errol Spence, AJ, Errol Spence, AJ, Wilder Fury, Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, like every day, like bro, you really ain't. It's so much to talk about. It's plenty of weight classes. I mean, the World Boxing Super Series got approved for another round, but you know what? You know you got to blame the subscribers. You got to blame the fanboys out here. You know these dudes are tuning in and listen to these niggas talk about the same shit, Wilder and Ortiz and. They talk about the same 50. Like, nigga, that's in 2018, bro. We in 2019. We talking about new shit. But that's what niggas do. They jump from one stream to the next stream. They talk the same stream, talk about the same shit. And that's what people hear. And people that want to hear the same shit is the people that view chase. Those are the people, man. Don't believe this shit where, oh, I'm donating my money for a cause or I'm doing something in the neighborhood or fuck that. These niggas getting that money. They getting this super chat money. They getting y'all money. They view money. And they living their best life. You know, off that shit, bro. Ain't nobody progressing for real. And I'm about to show you dudes what progression. I got a lot of things lined up, man. A lot of things lined up. Okay? It's dudes that stand stagnant, you know. If you really was pro boxing, you'll switch up your topics, man. These dudes can't. Breaking news: AJ got it. Boston Nikes. Breaking news: Eddie Hearn got a new perm. Breaking news: Terence Crawford wore an Armani suit to the Amir Khan press conference. Breaking news: Amir Khan said he got a chin plastic. Like it's getting out of control, bro. These niggas make you not want to watch boxing no more. You know, it's so much shit you can watch. But let me go ahead and get off, man. I'll chop this video up, man. Find something. Appreciate it. Gratitude, man. We up out of here.